Dead fuck boy, listen up. I heard the feds got you with them guns in the truck. You was out in less than 48 hours, nigga. Now you running around like you got the power.
Oh yeah. That's my main man once again, DJ Mike G. He's in the building as always. He does his thing. He's always have the music popping like he always do. We have a special guest today, ex-head coach of the Bronx Community College.
Hold on, Cooley.
Okay.
Why don't we do it the right way? We have a special guest in here. We have a legendary guest in here. Let's call it what it is, because so many times we wanna not shorten or belittle. We don't want. Let's just keep it what it is. The work that he's done has been legendary. Am I correct in saying that, Cooley?
Yeah, you are definitely correct about that one.
Let's do it one more time and introduce him using the L word. I like to use the L word when it's needed.
Right. Oh yeah, we back again. My main man DJ Mike G. He's doing the thing on the wheels of steel like he always do around this time. Yo, we have a legendary
Okay.
special guest.
That's what I like to hear.
The ex-head coach from Bronx Community College. This man here set records at Bronx Community College that will never be broken again. Ex-head coach Shannon McKinnon.
What's going on? How's everybody doing today?
We did an interview a long time ago.
What, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was about 2 years ago.
Damn, cool. You been doing this long?
Yeah. It started on Facebook first,
Okay.
and now we with Raw Truth Radio. We just stepped up the game, and we here with Shannon McKinnon. And 2 years ago we did an interview. It got views, like over 2,000 views. And, I said I had to do another interview with you. But now we on Raw Truth Radio. And if you hear what the word says, it says Raw Truth. And this is the Raw Truth Show. See, Raw Truth Radio.
Yes, sir.
And this is the Raw Truth Show.
For sure.
So this is time now, because I was being a little professional before, because I was still coaching. I was in the in the field.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to really set anything out there, because.
And at that same time, I still wanted to coach, but I was not. I was tiptoeing around some stuff. But now I'm about to be 50 next Friday.
God bless,
And
man.
I can
Scorpios
get
run the world. Say
all
it.
day and forever. Scorpios run the world.
The strike at midnight is me.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You know, we know how we do.
Yes,
but
sir.
as far as coaching again, if I do it or if I don't give a fuck about it. My son plays football, he plays baseball. I can't coach for 2 more years anyway. So he graduates college. He graduates high school. So, if I get a job, I get a job. But it's a dirty, filthy game. Some people get away with stuff that I would never do. And, the cheating, the lying, the backstabbing. We didn't have to do that. We just kicked your ass and left your building.
See, a lot of people don't believe what you're saying. Like, if somebody never seen you or don't know anything about you, they'll sit there and say, yeah, right. Bronx Community College wasn't like that.
YouTube. We put all our games on YouTube. We didn't hide.
All our games was on YouTube. We didn't go out and scout teams.
Why bother?
We worked hard at the craft.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? The one thing that I really appreciate from you, from me coaching, was that you allowed your assistant coaches to coach.
Yeah.
Some programs, the assistant coach, of course, the head coach is, of course, the number one guy. He's in charge.
Yeah.
But you coached when it was time to get the plays together.
Mm-hmm.
It was time to go over offense, defense, press, whatever.
Yes.
All the other stuff, you let all the assistants do it.
Yeah, that's why I don't. Right now, when people want me to work their kids out, I say, no, I can teach your kid how to play. I ain't working them out.
Right. Yeah, you left that up to
I
us.
got coaches. Like I said, I got people who work your kid out. As far as getting him into college and when he gets into high school, and for how I'm teaching him how to play, I can do that with all sports, whether the major three sports, football, baseball, and basketball. But I got people that get your kids in shape for all three sports, which is you and Curtis. So
Right.
and on that note, our kids were always in shape. They were never out of shape. They were disciplined in their undisciplined ways. And from before even Bronx, I had helped kids get to college and starting with the kids from my own neighborhood. So kids from other teams, kids from other schools. Like we were progressive as far as helping the community of basketball within the region, within my community, with your son. Curtis was training the 6'10" kid from Seton Hall. I forgot his name. He went to Syracuse, he went to Seton Hall after that. And he was like in the 8th grade when he was in our gym working out. So,
Right, right.
we basically help everybody that we could possibly help, not just our own players and kids. So then when we had my son running around in the gym, he's 16 now, and he was what, 10 then?
He was 10. Yeah, and we had him working out.
Yeah, and he plays football and he plays baseball in high school in Connecticut. So
Hey, real quick, because I'm glad you said something. You know, you get the question, can you work my kid out? And you say no. I can show them how to get to where they want to go.
yes,
But I got other people that can work them out.
Yeah.
Work them out.
yeah,
I think, and I'm glad you said that because there's a difference. And I think, I know a lot of people, that I talk to don't understand the difference.
yes,
My thing was, I'm here to prepare you to play at your high school
yeah,
and college
yes,
and beyond, God
yes,
willing. I'm not here to work you out.
yeah,
If you want to work out, you go see Coach D, at the gym.
yeah.
Shout
Right,
out to Stephon Ritter on the check-in. But Mount Vernon, one of Mount Vernon, top b-ball players ever. But I'm glad you said that because a lot of parents misconstrue that. Oh, he's working my kid out.
Yeah,
Working your kid. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, but what can he do for your kid after that?
Exactly.
He's working him out,
Yep.
right? He goes to high school.
Mm-hmm.
You average 13, 14 points, not the man on his team.
Mm-hmm.
So where's he going? Did that same guy that's working him out is he going to get on the internet and email all this Division 2, 1,
Correct.
NAIA, D3 schools, send video?
Correct.
No, he's just working them out.
Just working them out.
So with me, when you work a kid out, it has to be more than just watching a kid sweat. What are you going to do for him
Correct.
when he can't get the schools he wants?
Correct.
You got money to send him a prep?
No.
But yeah, do you have the connection to send them prep?
Yeah,
And
right.
like,
I joke because we junior college. I say prep school is the devil because I wanted the kids to come to junior college.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or and if you're a qualifier out of high school, right? You can't get into prep school. Go to junior college, tear it up for 1 year, and then transfer to Division I school
Correct. But
because you're a qualifier out of high school.
But a lot of kids aren't told that.
No.
And a lot of kids, because so many are reclassifying.
Which
You know.
is
Yeah, I never put it to you like this. When I had my guys, my
Yes.
AAU, we played up. I didn't play down.
that's what he's supposed to.
I played up, and I had a kid who would have been an exemption, but for what?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you see these kids, and it's crazy. And I ain't gonna say what gym I was in,
Yeah.
and it was my little cousin playing against
Yeah.
my guys at my 14U.
Yeah.
Well, actually 13U,
Yeah.
but he was 17U, playing down on a 14U at a gym. So I had a coach telling me, oh, now all these kids is 14. And I'm looking at him like, homie, who you talking to?
I know him personally, so how is he 14?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I know he's 17.
So it got ugly.
Yeah.
And off air, I'll tell you who it was.
Yeah.
So it got ugly. And I said to him, I said, my man, I said, here's the difference between you and I. He said, what's that? I said, my guys are going to come in here and play whether you 40 and they 13, 14.
Yeah.
You could be 100. You could be 20. They're going to come in here and play.
Yeah.
Regardless of what. Because that's how they're being taught. I said, but to cheat them, I take very personally. And if it was a different scenario, we might have an issue.
Yeah.
And so he got beside us, oh no. So I said, come here. I said, come here. Yeah, I'm not gonna put his name out there.
Yeah.
I said, let this jackass know who I am to you. Oh, this is my cousin. Oh, so how old is he again?
Yeah.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You know, and like I said, you gonna laugh because and I'm saying to myself too, like it ain't even, you know, but I understand.
My whole thing with AAU, like I would coach high school, given opportunity to, but I would stay away from AAU. Number one, your parents are not going to tell you how much to play.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
We had a kid at Bronx, right? His mother, some girl who I didn't know at the time. Why you ain't playing him? We up 30. Fuck, I need to play him for.
We up 30.
The game is over.
Exactly.
I'm walking to the coach's office. She pulled me to the side, and you know, being as a young lady, I was like, "Y'all can take the motherfucker with y'all."
See,
And he was on the air
Yeah.
recently. Love him to death. He a Scorpio brother too.
okay.
But I was like, "Y'all out of your mind? Like, this is college."
Correct.
So, as far as parents and all, that's why I could never do AAU. High school I could do.
Hey, you know what?
What?
But I gotta say, I'm like you told. Who would tell you?
Yeah.
I'm horrible, but and I'll tell you, take your child. It's okay.
Yeah.
Take your child.
Because guess what? As soon as he walks out the door, there'll be another one to replace him.
Yeah, and then your child's looking at you like, what did you do as a parent?
You know, so
What did you do?
I've even had kids who I've taken out of game leave the bench, punch their father in the face.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, and I laugh to myself about it because it's the same dude that I see in the Section 1 coaching meetings when I was there, and
Yeah.
looked at me like, you know, because he apparently thought it was my fault that his son punched him in the face. Off my bench.
That's something you gotta deal in your house.
That's in your house. That has nothing to do with me. I don't know what you did after he left. I didn't even know the kid left the bench, which was crazy.
Ain't none of my kids comfortable enough to put their goddamn
Man,
hands
listen,
on me.
let me tell you something. My mother always said, and I grew up a block away,
Yeah.
and this is where we at now, used to be my boy's house. My mother always said, I brought you in this bitch, I will take you out.
Pretty much.
And go sit down for the duration of my life.
Pretty much.
You
And
understand?
go sit
I
down.
call her right now, and she'd say, you know, my mother, you know, so it's illmatic, but these parents, you know, I thank God that the parents knew I was just crazy anyway, so that conversation never came, and if it, you know, but
Yeah,
it's just, that's crazy.
Back to the helping. That's always been my main thing is to help put kids into college. I
Correct.
started with there's two young ladies that's going to St. Peter's.
Mm-hmm.
Sky Castle showed my projects in Bronxville.
Okay.
Another young lady, her father works with me in Montefiore Hospital. She's Taylor. I forgot the last name.
Okay.
They both signed with St. Peter's.
Nice.
Now, I emailed St. Peter's about them. I emailed a bunch of schools. Now, I'm not going to take credit for getting them into St. Peter's, but I emailed St. Peter's, both of them, among other schools, and they both signed with St. Peter's. I could never say, St. Peter's might have been on them already,
Correct.
but emailing schools don't help. The father thanked me because a bunch of schools was calling him for the father that works at my job, Taylor's father. She plays in Long Island. And So it doesn't. I've got kids signed who I've never seen play.
And that's love.
And
That's
that's
I ain't
exactly.
going to I'm not going to watch you play. I ain't got time, but I can find you at school.
correct.
That's
love.
that's the funny thing. That's exactly how me and Shannon met.
That's love.
We was at Roosevelt High School.
No,
Monroe High School, right.
watching.
We was at
versus
Monroe
Kennedy.
High School, and my son played for Kennedy. So my son came down. I think he hit a 3 or something, and Shannon was standing next to me. So he goes, "Yo, damn, who's that big kid?" So I turned and looked at him. I said, "That's my son." He said, "Oh, Taj?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "How you know?" He said, "Oh, well, I got word, that somebody told me to come and check him out."
Yeah.
And that's how we bonded, and that's how we, became real close.
But
And he gave me my first coaching career ever in
the
college.
funny part about that story though is there was a brawl at the game.
Yeah.
And only 2 people was allowed to stay was me and him. Everybody else got kicked out.
That's crazy. Cool.
So
And we had a police escort.
yeah.
Cool. You wasn't fighting because cool.
Nah. As long as nobody touched my son, we good. We all
I
right.
remember Mount Vernon when he was playing. He used to fight on 4th Street, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
No, he ain't that good. But I wanted to ask you though,
Yes.
all right, the prep school situation.
Mhm.
If you're not getting looks, I don't understand the reason why going to prep school. Like, I understand, like, if you're not qualified as your SAT, I understand that. Then you would go to a prep school.
Yeah.
If you're qualified at an SAT, with your SAT, but you're not getting the looks, is that another reason why you go to prep school?
There's some kids that go to prep school and want to go to junior college right after prep school, so you just wasted a year.
That's what I'm saying.
It makes no damn sense whatsoever. You go to a prep school, more than likely you don't lift your SAT score, and then you go to junior college, so you just wasted a year.
Right.
You just really now you're gonna have to gamble and see if you can get the score. I don't say go, I don't say don't go. You're gonna do what's best for you. Your family's gonna push you.
Right.
But there's a lot of kids that probably make it through more than waste a year. But if you're not getting heavily recruited out of high school, 1 year probably will not make the difference. That go average 30. But there's other dudes at that prep school that's been there before you. That's all Division I players.
Right.
And might not even be getting Division I looks.
Right.
So you're gonna go there and do what?
Same
So
You're gonna do
yeah.
what? Like
Come off the bench.
unless you already know in your mind, you may think you're a pro in your mind, but you ain't got pro shit.
Right.
So and I don't know. So I said I never really dealt with the prep school situation. Only once when it came to Carl Krauser, but like Doc Maselli took care of that more than I had to take care of that. Like once I passed him over
Right.
to Doc, and Doc took care of him from that point on. So it was never me have to deal with the prep school because that's what once
Right.
you're in that. I'm not in that high school world, so I didn't know. I'm not gonna. I actually found kids prep schools. They effed it up. They effed it up.
And
I
then
sent a
ended up
bunch of
going to
kids.
JUCO.
I sent a bunch of kids to prep schools in Texas. Brand new prep school. It was years ago. Carl Krause was one of them. He didn't get in trouble. Other kids got in trouble. They sent everybody home.
Yep.
So he didn't get in trouble for whether I know whether he did or he didn't. But his name wasn't one of the names that was mentioned. And of course, out of that whole group, he's the only one that actually did something with the basketball. So playing at Pitt and going overseas, and I think he helps kids in Pittsburgh as well too, and training kids and coaching kids as well.
So, since you've been out, I want to go into the second. I want to do that in the second segment.
Okay.
That's why I really want. I was trying to give Mike a little heads up, see
Yeah,
if he's
yeah,
ready.
yeah.
I'm on vacation still.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Because I want to really hit it heavy in the second
Okay,
segment.
we
You
definitely
feel me?
do that.
That's when I really wanted to get raw. You know what I'm saying?
Because we going around, me and Mike is talking about this, that, and the other.
Right. And we gonna get it real. As soon as he come back from this DJ Mike G mix, you feel me? And everybody check out DJ Mike G at 8 o'clock.
Yes,
you know, with the hit mix. And also, if you want to ask Shannon the question, call 347-960-3486. Also, we have tickets, giveaways. We have a turkey giveaway. Give us a call. You can win a turkey. You can win tickets to the DJ conference. Yo, hit us up, man. 347-960-3486.
Yeah. Dear fuck boy.
I ain't on that type of time. I put you out of your mind. So stay out of my way, cause I'm doing my thing and I'm on my grind. Nigga, I will murder you. Nigga, I will murder you. So believe it or not, I'm a real nice guy, but I will come through.
Dear fuck boy, listen up. I heard the feds got you with them guns in the truck. You was out in less than 48 hours, nigga. Now you run around like you got the power, nigga. Whoa, wait, you done shot a nigga. Now you back out again, that's a problem, nigga. I'm convinced that you a federale, nigga. Still popping off the mouth that your body, niggas. I hit you with the shotty, nigga. Catch you right.
Yo, that's that right there. Yo, I got my mask in my back. I'm ready to go out and rob somebody right now. For real. Dead up. Yo, so now.
Hold on, the views of Kobe are not those of Raw Truth Radio.
Right. You know, Mike D, he always got to let people know, because, you know, some things I be saying, you got to let them know. You know, Raw Truth don't stand behind that.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
But,
all jokes here.
Yeah, of course, you know that. Listen, I got a good job. I can't afford to go in jail there.
If someone is mugged outside of Raw Truth Radio, you know it was not Kobe.
Right, exactly.
He was there when we got there.
So, 3-time Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
1 Regional Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Several Division I players, several Division II players, All-Americans, Player of the Years, All-Conference players.
And I hope somebody go pro in England. Anthony Martin, Sean's, Fredericks Overall.
Right.
That's what's up.
And you got to play overseas.
Yeah.
Right. And you helped other guys, other players, to Division I, to JUCO,
about
everything.
6 kids or maybe more from Monroe College when I was a student there.
Now, your record at Bronx Community College was what?
88 games, we was 55 and 33. First year, 8 and 19. Went 5 and 3 in the CUNY. First time they had a winning record in CUNY. And that got me the coach of the year in CUNY. Second year, we went 19 and 7 with Fred, All-American Frederick Simpson.
That's deep.
He helped us catapult to where we need to be. And then we were 7-1 in the region, 7-1 in the CUNY. I forgot how many region games we won, and beat Sullivan for the first time in school history. Fred hit the game winning against Clay Anthony Early, who played for the Knicks. And you know, we lost to Sullivan in region finals. In the second year, put the hand of God on everybody. Knocked off Westchester, Division I school.
You mean the third year?
Your third year.
Right.
Knocked off Westchester first game of the year.
Nice.
Knocked off Erie. They was ranked top 5, top 10, Division II.
I think one of my kids was playing point guard for that team.
Knocked off a bunch of division.
Jordan the same.
Division. We didn't really lose to no Division III schools that year. Went to the Nationals. Went to the region. At the region is when I actually found out that I was being hunted.
No, it was before that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
because
when we blew out Hostos?
And that's when, right after beating Hostos.
Yeah, an anonymous call.
Anonymous call went to the president of the college.
Look at Karen. We know who the anonymous call was.
Yeah. And, yeah. What's his name again?
I'm
I'm going to let it. I don't coach no more. That's good.
No.
Andy what?
Cooley. We have to say allegedly.
Allegedly, you're not a king.
Right.
We're gonna leave
Exactly.
it.
Wow. Are you?
Word. Yeah. I'm letting it out, man, because I'm tired of this.
Was he still
We've been holding.
smoking? You know what? I'm gonna leave that.
Yeah.
Let me cut my mic off.
It wasn't. It was somebody that, I'll put it like this. It was somebody that disrespected one of my friends at another school that I worked at, and we'll leave it at that. And beat the shit out of them.
And the word went out.
Beat the shit out of them. Let's be clear about it.
The word went out.
Beat the shit out of them.
Wow.
And my players was upset because it could have got worse. And we was physically about to whip their ass on the court too. When one of our players approached Matt and Claude Blue stepped to him, and all else was settled after that one. Once Claude put his hands on him, we ain't went no fighting. We wasn't here for that. We said to play basketball. You win, we win. Whoever, when we go home, shake hands at the end of it. But when we have other people that have hidden agendas as coaches, you know, from that point on, that school was working behind the scenes to get rid of me.
That's crazy.
I never did nothing to any of these coaches.
Nothing.
I shook their hand after the game.
Before the game.
Well, him in particular, I didn't really speak to. I didn't hide my disdain for people. I don't shuck and jive.
You a Scorpio like myself.
Yeah, we
don't do that. We don't do that.
I say hi, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Right.
Win, lose, or draw. And then I go about my business. I'm not hanging out with any of these coaches, except for my big homie Roy Beekman. That's it. That's like the big brother. So I had no choice to, when he wants to get something in my ear, and I had to listen. And, but from that point on, they changed the rules for me.
Listen to this.
They changed the rules.
Mike, listen to this. All right. So the phone call comes into the president about coaches is cursing his players out, and he's abusive.
But yeah, he's doing the same thing on the other end.
But that became against the rules.
That's something brand new.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing on the other end.
Right.
Correct.
So
I know him.
So now,
go ahead.
So it comes down to the AD. AD says something, all right, Shane, you can't, the eyes is on you. We can't curse at the place. No problem. All right. Now, and then the meeting was now.
You know what? Let me
hand to what? How you always say it?
We'll put the hand of God on every goddamn fucking team we play.
Exactly.
Everybody gets destroyed. No friends. Everybody's the enemy.
You're supposed to.
Everybody's the enemy. Everybody. First of all, I hated all these schools anyway. Let's be clear about it. As an assistant coach at Bronx community, I've seen us get punched by these schools. It will never happen to me.
And when you said that, that's what happened.
And all you motherfuckers had to pay. And that's why they got rid of me. Like, let's be clear about it. This shit was easy to us.
Yeah.
What took these coaches that have not even reached what I reached, it took me a year.
Crazy.
A year. None of these schools still have no All-Americans. It took me a year. Didn't speak to none of y'all recklessly, didn't talk bad about none of y'all, because I didn't care. All I cared was about my players, and I even cared about the players in the region alone. I wanted the region to succeed. Period. Not just Bronx community, the region. I wanted Division I and Division II coaches that come to these games and see not just Bronx community kids. They were first and foremost, but Hostos, but Monroe, but Globe, but ASA.
Correct.
Queensboro, Kingsboro, whatever. I helped kids from Kingsboro, whoever. I was known in the region to help the players. The players would come to me and speak to me during the game.
From other teams.
That was laughing and joking with me. Coach, can you help me out? I had a lot of kids, different numbers. Mm-hmm. Or they would speak to my players. It just was around the region that I would help kids find schools.
Because you're doing it for the right reason.
Yeah, I never asked for no money. Mm-hmm. Let's be clear about that. I didn't care what you did against my team. If you bust our ass, you not. But if I like you as a person, as a player, I'm going to help
I'm
you.
gonna help. That's the way it should be.
So, and the coaches probably didn't like it, but we go to the region.
Right.
Coach that I got Kubi a job with after I lost mine was at Bronx, at Purchase. He tells me, this particular coach just told him, "Are we getting Shannon fired?" I was like, okay, like, you know.
When you was up at Purchase School?
No.
Oh.
The Purchase coach at the time.
Okay.
Cause I got Kubi at Purchase because I had a relationship with the Purchase coach after they got.
I used to see him up there.
Yeah, but the coach at Purchase was at the region.
Got you.
He told me
what he heard.
Yeah, from this particular
someone told him.
From this particular coach, allegedly. Allegedly.
That's crazy.
After everything, I got let go.
But I will come through. I ain't on that type of time. I put you out of your mind. So stay out of my way, cause I'm doing my thing and I